Hey wonderful people, it's your girl Fadeke here from the Flo Journal. Let's dive into Reasonable Doubt, episode 2, season 3. The episode picks up from Lewis and Jax have a discussion regarding Toni's surprising request for him to spend the night at her house in exchange for her to drop the lawsuit. And Jax ain't happy about this, but Lewis tries to reassure Jax, saying that Toni just wants closure in regards to their son Jaden, who sadly passed away in last season. Now things get interesting when Daniel calls Jax, tells her that a video footage of Ozzie and his girlfriend Wendy of them arguing on the night that Wendy went missing. Next, we see Jax confront Ozzie about this video footage, and she asks him, like, what did you do after? And he claims that he went straight to his house and went to bed. Jax isn't buying it. She's like, you are very angry in that video footage. He's in denial. He believes that Wendy's playing games with him and that she'll eventually come back. Jax tries to bring him into reality that the police already built a case against him. Back at the law firm, Jax updates the partners about Ozzie's case and reaches out to Mike at the prosecutor's office. He insists that it is still a missing person investigation, but it's been 3 days since Wendy's disappearance. Daniel meets Wendy's assistant Misha, and she drops a bomb on him that the police officers found Wendy's phone the time that she went missing. When Jax confronts Ozzie about why he didn't tell her the police officers had found Wendy's phone, he claims that he forgot and that it wasn't important. Ozzie decides out of nowhere to make the impulsive decision to fire Jax Stewart and the rest of the legal team. Jax tells Lewis that she trusts him and that if he's going to spend a night with Toni, she's got her own conditions. Lewis needs to make sure that Toni signs their settlement. And 2, that Lewis calls and texts Jax every hour. Lewis visits Toni's house, spends the night, and both Lewis and Toni both clean out Jaden's nursery. It's very heartbreaking and emotional for them. They're both grieving the loss of their son, who was only in their lives for a short period of time. And we see how both of them have dealt with their grief. In this case, we see Toni still, find it difficult to take down her son's nursery and having all these gifts and everything that was meant to be a time for celebration and welcoming him home. And then with Lewis, he didn't have the opportunity to build a nursery back at him and Jack's house, and he's had to kind of grieve in silence. This girl still has feelings for this guy. And what does she do? She tries to kiss him, and Lewis is like, absolutely not. He shuts that down immediately. We see Wendy's assistant and family members at a press conference trying to plead for information to find Wendy, and they high-key throw some shade towards Ozzie, calling him out that he's been inactive in trying to find his girlfriend. As he sees this press conference, he's not happy about it, and he's also getting a lot of hate online. Ozzie's family try to reassure him that everything's going to be okay, you're a star, and we will get you a new lawyer. And when you thought things weren't going to get worse for Ozzie, who comes knocking on his door? The police. They have a search warrant to check around his house because Wendy's phone that they found linked to his house. He finally comes to his senses, realizes how big of a deal this whole situation regards to Wendy. He calls Corey to call Jax and beg her to take him back and for her to be his lawyer. Jax agrees to take him back and tries to come up with a game plan. Jax gets a call from the DA that the police have found Wendy's body. They found a bullet that killed Wendy and a gun that was registered under Ozzie's name. Everything is pointing to him. Jax breaks the news to Ozzie that he's going to get arrested, but before he gets arrested, he makes a call to this person named Alex on his contact and lets them know that Wendy's body has been found. Who is this Alex person? To see later on Ozzie at the police station getting his mugshot. And the episode ends with Jack's dad comes knocking at her door after all these years. How do you guys feel about this episode? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Reasonable Doubts breakdowns and for TV show and film recommendations.